I'm looking at like your career, where you've been. We had a discussion in the makeup room.
Yeah.
Like, where are you in terms of your personal achievements?
So yeah, I joined Ipswich, I think, to find my love again for football, because I'd lost it like massively with injuries and stuff, which I was out for like 18 months, I think it was. Like, I had one surgery, got back from that, it was ACL, and then had a massive setback. Like, it was like 12 months into my rehab. I'd got back on the pitch, played a few minutes, and then I was like, something's not right. So club scanned it again. And then I had to have a second surgery, which was like a lot more major, because I had to change surgeons as well. I had Andy Williams, he was like, you know, he does all Premier League players and stuff, and he was just like, sat me down and was like, I've only ever done this one other time to like some other academy boy in the Midlands. He was like, so I don't have the statistics to tell you like if you'll come back from this sort of thing.
Oh my God.
Because I'd ruptured LCL, and then my bicep tendon, like hamstring tendon, was split down the middle. So it was quite a like difficult surgery to have to sort of do. But yeah, I mean, he'd done it and I'm back on my feet now. But I didn't think like, I just didn't know. I was just apprehensive. Like, would I come back the same? Would I feel the same? Like, would I be able to play 90 minutes? Like, it was all these things were going on in my head when it happened. But yeah, since I've been at Ipswich, like probably the best career move I've made to date, because I went there to just do one thing, and that was just to play and just enjoy my football again. And that is like, I really have found the love back for the game, so.
And I follow you on social media, and I love seeing the pictures like of goals being scored and your celebrations. Like, you've been banging them in. You've been doing your job as well. Like.
Yeah, I have. That's it though. Like, I remember when I scored like my first game back in an Ipswich Town shirt, I scored 2 goals coming on against Exeter. And I just remember like ringing my mum after the game. I was like laid on the pitch, like literally crying my eyes out. You know, it's just like overwhelming. Like, I've done it. Like, I've come back, sort of thing. Knew that was just a start, but like my sister, I remember her resharing it, my older sister, on social media, and she was just like, she's got everything she needs, and it's like you can see it in just like how I'm performing, how I just portray myself, how I look and stuff like that. So that was nice to see that, you know, even like family members have seen me that low
on the floor,
and now they can like literally not acknowledge that like I've gone from there to absolutely just like thriving. Yeah, so.
You're in a really good place.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, I hate to look back, because obviously it must be an emotional time when you think, maybe I won't play football again.
Yeah.
An 18-month injury. I remember the first time I met you,
yeah.
I think you were nearly back.
Yeah.
You were nearly getting back
yeah.
to being on the pitch. And I remember then Rusha telling me, her injury was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, man. If I must have got jeans on now, but if I was to get the scar out,
your battle scars?
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, I like it because it's like, it tells a story, you know what I mean? But it does look mean. It does look crazy, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looks mad.
Get your knees out.
Let me get my knees out, yeah. But yeah.
Was it really tough in that time? Like emotionally, mentally? Because we hear a lot of players who really struggle in those times.
Yeah, I'm really like, it's mad really, because with injuries, I feel like you have no control, but you have to like be composed almost, like in situations that you don't have control over. And in that time, like I'm quite a person that likes to be in control and know that I can sort of, manage things, but I had no control. Like I was literally like panicking, like, I was just in an awful place, but I've not looked back and reflected on that yet. Like this is probably the first time I've actually spoken about my injury and probably how it has affected me. I get emotional now. It was a difficult time. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush about it. Like it was crazy to just almost feel like my whole personality and who I was just taken away from me. And then it was like, well, who am I? Do you know what I mean? Because
where am I without football and stuff?
Yeah, like I'm just known as I'm just known as Ella the football player, and that's who I know myself as. So then I was having to like think about like who actually am I without football. So it was a difficult period to be in. Yeah, it was quite like just I don't know. Yeah, I just felt lost almost.
Oh,
but yeah. Not gonna get sad about it now because I'm back. But
you're back and you're going up. You're going up.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm on the way up. So that's the main thing. But yeah, it was definitely a difficult period.
Sorry to make that seem like emotional, but I do think when we have footballers sitting here, they all touch on how blooming hard it is, that injured period. And then it's even more difficult because it's not then like the club are promoting you. It's not then like you're playing with the rest of the players or you're training with everyone else. So it is probably quite an isolating, lonely time.
Yeah, definitely isolated, I'd say. Like,
do you think it's important, Ella, that in the discussions that you're having now, that from the beginning you're encouraged to always have other things, you know, because you have to full focus on football if you're going to do it at the highest level, right?
100%.
But to have your other bits and bobs going on.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I learned, because I was playing full-time like football from like 18.
Right.
So, and like you said, you have to literally all in. If you want to go the whole way and you want to take it seriously, it's like you've got to eat, sleep, bloody football. That is literally it. Like, so it's it's definitely something you've got to be in the moment with and just put your all into. But yeah, having an injury definitely made me like just realise I need something here. Like, if football goes wrong, or even if like I've had a bad session or a bad game, I need to make sure that I can go home and I'm just Ella, my mum's daughter, and I've got friends that I can be around and things like that. Like, I really needed to try and find who I was away from that and separate the two. But yeah, so I also like got into a lot of coaching through my injury, which was like massive for me. So 2 of my friends have got a all girls football academy, pro to pro, and that was like somewhere I could find another identity, because the kids there were unreal. Like, it didn't matter to them that I was injured, because in front of them was stood Ella Rutherford to them. So it was like, it was just, I felt valued again. I felt like I had another purpose. So that definitely got me through the tough times as well. So I had a bit of coaching on the side, which I really enjoyed, and I still do now. So.
You're still doing that?
Yeah.
Have you got like, 20, 35 people, World Cup coming here? You're going to have one of these little superstars running amok for the Lionesses?
Yeah, that's mental, yeah. To think that as well, like, it's just, it's a really rewarding thing to do, because it's like, I mean, I can give back and I can see the fans and the little kids and stuff at games, but to actually be able to be involved with like the development and their careers and stuff from like that young of an age, that you've got kids running around that are literally like this big. So I just hope that obviously I can play a part in their career as well, which is obviously part of being a footballer and the job.
Like I say, when you can take the heat off yourself and put all of you into somebody else and try and improve them, like, it's very rewarding, you know?
Yeah.
I see it with my kids sometimes. I'm like, oh, I nailed being a mum today. Other days I'm like,
nailed it, yeah.
Oh, I love them.
To be fair though, like, bloody hell, hats off to you, because actually hats off to you. I like kids that you can give back. Having your own is.
So you had you never run around. See you later. Yeah, I need more of that.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. So yeah, hats off to you. That's a full-time hard job as it is. So I appreciate that.